Today we are going to look at 5 divine weapons of Lord Vishnu, the ancient symbols for modern life. Balance between creation and destruction. So he's resting, but he also has a lot of things in his hand. He is never empty-handed. Why is that? He has also got to be ready for a battle. Yeah, whenever there is a requirement for it. Battle against whom? Swings the Sudarshan, and this discus starts going around, and it actually kills a asura or some negative personality in a way that it will dispel any kind of fear in the mind, announces the dawn of Dharma, isn't it? So Vishnu blows the conch. It's not just for the battle, it's also a call to awaken, to rise above the laziness. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Jai Shri Ram, Om Shri Matre Namaha. Welcome back to the Glaze Studios oil painting vlog number 70 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamavali. This is a painting that follows the principle of calligram or micrography, using which the 1000 names of Sri Vishnu are getting painted while the painting is coming up. I'm also trying to understand the deeper meanings lying underneath these names with the help of scriptures from Sanatana Dharma. Whatever I am learning as an amateur, I'm also sharing with you via these weekly vlogs. In a vlog, typically I'm covering 10 names and its meanings, and then we take a tangential perspective into storylines of Sanatana Dharma. We have covered up to 680 names in the previous vlogs. If you haven't checked them out, please do so and come back to this one, because even though I'm covering 10 names in each of these vlogs, you will see that I am constantly referring to the previous vlog simply because of the interconnection. The more deeper you understand, the more interesting it is, and the more useful it is also for your personal and professional life. I have found some interesting nuggets through them, and that's also a reason why I'm motivated to share it with you. Hope you will also find something very interesting, or maybe some new perspectives as well coming out of this. Without much ado, let's look at the plan for today. 681st name through 690 is what we are going to look at, names on the meanings, and then today we are going to look at 5 divine weapons of Lord Vishnu, the ancient symbols for modern life. Let's get on with the names and the meanings first. 681st name is Om Stavapriyaya Namaha, refers to one who is pleased with the hymns. 682 is Om Stotraya Namaha. Stotra means a hymn proclaiming the glory or attributes or names of the Lord. This itself, what we are trying to do, is also a Sahasranamavali, which means 1000 names. So this also could be Stotram, isn't it? 683 is Stutaye Namaha. A praise is Stutaye Namaha. 684 is Om Stotre Namaha. One who, being all formed, is also the person who sings the hymns of praise. 685 is Om Ranapriyaya Namaha. This refers to one who is fond of fight. Just fighting? No. One who is fond of fight for the protection of the world. And for the purpose, he always sports in his hands 5 weapons. So he is ready to fight to protect us or protect the world per se. And he has 5 weapons, and that's exactly what we are going to see in the storyline today. So we'll move on to the next name. 686 is Om Purnaya Namaha. Purna also could point to something that is complete. So let's look at the meaning here. One who is self-fulfilled, being the source of all powers and excellences. 687 is Puraitre Namaha, one who is not only self-fulfilled but gives all fulfillment to others. Yeah, so he is also Purna, yeah, the complete one, but he is also the one that makes us complete. Yeah, 688 is Om Punyaya Namaha, one by only hearing about whom all the sins are erased. I think we touched upon this topic in Ajamala Charitram, where only through remembrance of his name, by just calling out his name, all the sins were removed for Ajamala. This was one of the vlogs that we have already checked it out before, so we are going to move on to 689, which is Om Punya Kirtaye Namaha, one of holy fame, or his excellences are capable of conferring great merit on others. That's the perspective coming out of this. 690 is Om Anamayaya Namaha, one who is not afflicted by any disease or that is born of a cause, internal or external or whatsoever. Yes, so with that we come to the end of these 10 names. But we'll have to now step into these weapons. Yeah, weapons, we know in today's world, weapons mean a lot. Weapons of mass destruction. Everybody is very busy creating all types of weapons, and maybe trying to find another reason for a conflict so that these weapons can be used. So in this world, let's look at these weapons and see where things are. These are ancient symbols, and this is for modern life also. Let's see what it is. So Vishnu rests, you see the cosmic ocean, and you see in the painting Lord Vishnu is resting as the eternal preserver, maintaining the balance between creation and destruction. So he's resting, but he also has a lot of things in his hand. He is never empty-handed. Why is that? He has also got to be ready for a battle. Yeah, whenever there is a requirement for it. Battle against whom? Battle to save, or battle to balance the universe, or guiding us through our inner battles maybe. Yeah, so for that there are 5 symbolic representations and 5 weapons that we see. Let's look at each one of them. We have looked at them in some of the previous vlogs, so we're just going to summarize this in this vlog here also, in some of them, and some of them maybe we haven't also checked out, so we'll do that. The first weapon is the Sudarshana Chakra. I have mentioned the Sudarshana Chakra is not a it's a he, because it's also another divine formation that takes the form of a divine discus in the hands of Lord Vishnu. Sudarshana means a clear vision, yeah, a good vision. Su is good and darshan is vision, yeah. It symbolizes the power of right perception. So it's a one that is beyond any type of illusion or ego. In one of the stories, or in many stories, I think we have seen where Vishnu ji swings the Sudarshan, and this discus starts going around, and it actually kills a asura or some negative personality. So it's metaphorically pointing to the destruction of any ego or illusion only. So in our time, Sudarshan reminds us to sharpen our clarity. What are we seeing? Beyond, and it's even tougher in today's world, misinformation, digital noise, emotional fog. I don't know how to go beyond this and look at things correctly, precisely, but this is a challenge for today, isn't it? In this yuga, we have this challenge. So when our inner vision is pure, our actions naturally aligned with Dharma. So the modern connection of this chakra is like our intellect, yeah, spinning fast, but it has to be centered in truth, yeah. So the easiest way to think of is that when we are flooded with information, misinformation or whatnot, because we don't know what is misinformation and what is the right information, I think instead of getting emotional, if we try to be centered on the truth and looking at everything 360 degree, the dais. That's the answer, maybe. Let's look at the next weapon, Kaumodakī Gada, the mace. Yeah. Next is that, and that is the weapon of strength and discipline. Yeah, it represents mental and moral power, not just mental power, moral power also. It's not physical power. Yeah. So we always go for the physical power, showing monetary power and so on. So this is mental and moral power. So in a world full of temptation, distractions, our mace is the self-control. So that is our ayudam. So that's the weapon that we should have. Self-control, the courage to say no to what weakens us. Yeah, today I feel like enjoying. I don't feel like doing this. Yeah, but there is a feeling plus what is out to be done, isn't it? So how can we create that balance and not let the mind go out of control? Today's job for me is to do this. I'm sitting here and trying to give the best. That's enough. Yeah. So that is the important weapon that we need to think of. Modern connection, this is the same. Yes, Gada reminds us of this true power. It's definitely not in controlling others. What did we just talk about? I just talked about controlling myself, isn't it? That itself is a big job to do. So it's in mastering ourselves, taking control of our own thoughts and being focused on what we have to do in the moment that we have to do, isn't it? So that's our second weapon for modern day. The third weapon, Shrāṛngā. I had mispronounced it as Sāṛngā in the previous vlogs. I think I have mentioned it also. I'm also learning. But Sāṛngā is also a Tamil word to call the Dhanush, the bow. Sārangabani also refers to the one that is carrying the bow, which is again the Lord God. But Shrāṛngā is the right pronunciation here in this context. Dhanush bow is the third weapon we are going to look at. Divine bow is a symbol of focus and readiness. Yes. So the bow needs both. What do you need? The bow has to be, can it be loose? It has to be, the tension has to be perfect, and the direction also has to be clear. Where to throw the arrow. Yeah. Release the arrow. So just like our lives need a purpose guided by some kind of attention, patience and such, isn't it? So some kind of controlled action, can we say. So in our fast world, we often rush to do things. Yeah, multitasking. Yeah, we are all experts at it. But this is not multitasking. It is controlled action. Yes, single pointed focus, controlled action. The modern connection, in every challenge we face is an arrow. It hits the mark only when guided by what? Chaos. Guided by calm focus. Yes. The fourth weapon is the Nandaka sword. Yeah. Sword is a symbol of knowledge and wisdom. Yes, very much needed. So what does that sword do? It cuts what? It will cut ignorance. It will cut darkness, avidya, ajnana. So knowledge is the sharpest weapon. And I think by now I am also tired, and you guys must also be tired of me repeating that the power is actually in wisdom and knowledge and not in the material power that we are trying to seek. In our digital era, information is everywhere, but wisdom is rare. So remember, I talked about this information, knowledge, and then finally comes wisdom, these layers. We are overloaded with information that we never think of the step 2 and 3 at all. Yeah. So Nandaka, this sword reminds us to use the knowledge responsibility, but using is the next step. First of all, we need to reach there. Yeah. At least try to reach there and not be happy with just the information. And yeah, it will help us to enlighten ourselves, not just ourselves, and also anybody that is around us. Yes. So the connection of to modern day is that the sword of knowledge empowers us to discern truth from illusion and to protect ourselves from being manipulated and also ignorance and such. Fifth weapon is Pānchajanya, Shankha, the Conch. I think we also had one blog on that. So not going into the details, it's the conch that awakens consciousness. It sounds in a way that it will dispel any kind of fear in the mind, announces the dawn of Dharma, isn't it? So Vishnu blows the conch. It's not just for the battle, it's also a call to awaken, yeah, to rise above the laziness and injustice, despair, any kind of negative situation. We need to just be able to rise above, and that's the fifth weapon, the Panchajanya or the conch. Modern day connection, yes, the conch is like our voice of truth. It is not that easy to talk the truth, but when used with purity, it will awaken the society itself. So let's look at this 5 weapons as a summary. It's not just divine tools, it's not just beautifying aspects, ornaments sitting around the picture of Vishnu. They're all energies within us. So they're all symbolism used so that we can remind ourselves. So the painting or the picture, wherever you might have seen this, is actually a reverberation of all this energy. It is telling you something. Vision to see clearly, strength to stand firm, the focus to act wisely, knowledge to illuminate, and the voice needed to awaken. When these powers unite, we too become instruments of preservation, protection of Dharma in our own lives. We are turning into the Vishnu's form ourselves. Actually, this is also something I have shared many times, I think. The way the Sanatana Dharma scriptures are written, if you look at these stories or the metaphors, it looks like it is empowering us to be the divine and to take the directions in the path and find solutions to challenges. Yes, so may Vishnu's weapons guide your inner battles. With that, I bring this session to a close. You will definitely have a lot of questions. I am so happy to share my understanding with you and also learn a lot from your questions. Please do share your thoughts on these, thoughts on current day challenges and how these weapons are practically effective, or how far are they effective. Do share all your thoughts there. This is a beautiful conversation and I'm so happy that I'm sharing this with you. With that, I will bring this to a close. Stay blessed, stay happy, stay healthy, stay motivated. Thank you. Bye-bye.